The Pokemon Company has been going insane with Pokemon reveals. I mean, look at this. We have 36 new Pokemon revealed so far for the Alola region. We also have Alolan Pokemon, which really spices things up, but I think this is more than enough Pokemon to judge which ones are my favorites so far, and also which ones aren't that fantastic. So we can go and start off with the top 10 Alolan Pokemon that I love right now, and I'm going to start off number 10 with Minior. Now, I think that's how you pronounce it, hashtag make Pokemon names simple again, but overall, this guy's really cool, and I didn't know why I liked it so much until it hit me. You know, this is also a bit of nostalgia more than the straight up design, which is why this is number 10 on the list. The Paper Mario franchise is one of my favorite in all of gaming. The only two games in the series really just make me feel good, and that's where I get the nostalgic factor from Bristles. And when I first saw Minior, I thought, that reminds me of something from Paper Mario, and then I saw the bristles, and I'm like, yeah, close enough. So I think that that's one of the biggest reasons why I like it. I also think the design is kind of interesting, that you break its shell, so might have some competitive use from being so stupidly tanky, but then it kind of looks silly on the inside, like cosmic spirally eyes. I think the color idea is all cool. Either way, I think Minior comes together as an interesting little Pokemon. It works out, it crashes the earth, and now it's a meteor thing. Yeah, there we go. Number 9, Wimpod. I don't know why, but Wimpod's design just really gets me. I think it's really cool, mostly because trilobites have always intrigued me throughout my entire childhood. I was always a fan of like Kabuto and Anorith, but seeing Wimpod, I like it just a little more. Kind of reminds you of those things that you buy and like they have the little eggs, you put them in water and they start going around and stuff. What are those called, like Triops or something? Those guys are pretty cool, and I think Wimpod has a lot going for it, that once it evolves and turns its life around and isn't such a scaredy fish, it might be alright, and then it could be a cool fossil Pokemon that does crazy things. I think it works. Also, the Wimp Out ability is absolutely hilarious for a unique ability. With the Wimp Out ability, this Pokemon's hit points drop below half in battle, it will run away or swap out for another Pokemon. So, it's a peace out Pokemon that I think has a lot of potential. Number 8, Oricorio. That's the pronunciation I'm going with again on this one. It's kind of crazy, but the Sensu style is my favorite out of them. I just like the idea of a ghost flying Pokemon. Now, Ghost is my favorite typing, so really seeing any ghost Pokemon for the Alola region is going to put it pretty high on this list immediately, or at least give it into the top 10 list. I like the Sensu style. The idea behind it is that, you know, it's all about just the flow, about energy, about chi, and just enjoying that and then gaining spiritual energy while dancing and doing crazy stuff. So, ghost typing, dancer Pokemon, I'm down with that. It also reminds me of the Johto region, mostly from Ecruteak City. So I'm appreciative of most of this Pokemon, and that's why it's going to be on the list. Alright, number 7, Lunala. Now, I'm buying Moon version, so all the guys have been asking, like, which starter will be revealed in this video, and which game, Lunala, for Moon version, because I'm a Nocturnal guy, and I think Lunala's design, it's edgy, but not in, like, a super try-hard way. I just think it looks cool. Like, that is a sleek Pokemon that is dark, it has a little bit of, like, mischievousness to it. I think everything about Lunala really just comes together in a really nice design, and as the legendary for Pokemon, I am okay with this. Not as big a fan of Solgaleo, so we got Lunala here, and it's on the list because of that. Number 6, Alolan Sandslash. So Alolan Pokemon changed everything we know about Pokemon, and it changed the entire guessing game of what could be revealed for Pokemon Sun and Moon. And because it's technically a new Pokemon reveal, putting it on this list, and I'm not going to be like super predictable and be like, oh yeah, Alolan Ninetales is the greatest thing ever. Even though Alolan Ninetales is pretty amazing, but I've always enjoyed Sandslash, especially going back to like Pokemon Snap. Playing Pokemon Snap recently, and I was like, oh yeah, Sandshrew is adorable, and Sandslash is also really amazing. So I've always been a fan of just Sandslash. He's cool and he does his own little things. And now at least it's getting some love. The Ice type, also pretty different. Ice Steel does make it pretty weak to a lot of things. So maybe it might try to find some use. So I'm not looking forward to it competitively, but I'm really happy that Sandslash is getting some love. The Ice is a cool theme to this spiky little guy, and I'm all for it. Alright, so we have number 5, Togedemaru. Ever since I have first seen Togedemaru, I've just lost my mind over how adorable it is. I mean, it's a fuzzy little hedgehog Pikachu. I mean, Dedenne was pretty cool, and all of the Pikachu clones, they're alright with me, but Togedemaru is by far my favorite Pikachu clone, and again, like you can just see the video of it right now. It's just doing adorable spiky things, and it's just a ball of poof. It works so well. I don't even know what else to say about Togedemaru. It's just awesome like that. It covers its body with a pattern of fur that stands like needles, and then it can roll itself up, and presto, it's a ball of prickles. I mean, it's a ball of prickles. That's electric Pikachu clone. How can you go wrong with this Pokemon? It's awesome. That's why I love it, and it's really cool like that. Number 4, Pikipek. Pikipek has always had me. I've just loved it ever since I first saw it. Like, even with the wireframe, it's like, oh man, just seeing the back of this wireframe Pokemon that we really know nothing about. This game's going to be good. These Pokemon designs are going to be good. For the most part, I like a lot of the Pokemon Sun and Moon Pokemon that have been revealed so far. But Pikipek, it's had me since the beginning, and it's absolutely adorable. I mean, the video doesn't work on the website, but it's such a curious little guy, and just the way that it bobs up and down, it's had me sold from then. So, it's a chirpy little bird, it spazzes around a bit, it's a woodpecker, it's got beat, it's got rhythm, and I love its design. It's a very simple bird, but it's not too simple, not too complex, and it still looks adorable. It feels like everything's going to be okay with the Pokemon Sun and Moon designs in the 6th generation, the Alola region in general. That's why I love Pikipek so much. So it's always been up there in my favorites for the Alola region, and hopefully things stay, and hopefully its evolutions take it even further. Also has a Skill Link ability. This Pokemon, if it keeps Skill Link throughout its evolutions, it can go nuts. You know, Bullet Seed, Fury Swipes, whatever it wants to do, this Pokemon could be amazing. So I'm also happy for it competitively. Number 3, Rockruff. We have an amazing dog Pokemon right here. Like, it's not just standard, normal type, bleh. It's got personality. It's a rock. You can't beat that. But I also love the design. Like, the design is a bit more of a standout dog. Like, I think a Lillipup is okay, but Rockruff takes it to the next level and makes it feel more like a Pokemon than, like, super generic. And it's had me ever since the super teaser before we even knew what it was from the Koro video, where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, little thing right there that looks like a dog. The spike collar. I mean, that is such a cool design inspiration. And then you make it a rock type, so it's a rock spiked color. And I don't even know, like, this Pokemon has so much potential in the evolutions, and it's also just an adorable little puppy Pokemon. So I'm super excited for that, which brings us to number 2 on the list, Popplio, hashtag Team Popplio, hashtag Team Moon. There you guys go. You now know my orientation when it comes to this, but Popplio, you don't understand the Popplio hate. Actually, the Popplio hate has kind of been subsiding, you know. Popplio's grown on a lot of people, but I was always there. Ever since I saw Popplio, I'm like, this Pokemon is amazing. It has personality, it's adorable, it's wonderful. I am choosing it immediately. I think that's the best thing. Like, Popplio has great showmanship. That, you know, in battle it stands up and he does this little, yeah, like, you know, it's a nice little pose. It's such a happy looking Pokemon, and I think it has a lot of potential throughout the evolutions and just throughout the game. I think that's why I like it. You know, I don't like generic things. I don't like just straight up cool things. Like, if it looks amazing, it also has to have personality or has something to follow it up. I think Popplio has all of that. You know, the pink nose still works with it. It's not like, oh, it's a stupid clown Pokemon. No, it's not a stupid clown Pokemon. It's an amazing Pokemon, tons of personality, design is still really cool, and Sea Lion Pokemon going to get awesome. And if those leaks actually turn out to be true, I am cool with its final evolution as well. Which brings us to number 1 on the list, Mimikyu. I love Mimikyu so much. I love Ghost-type Pokemon. We've already made this clear. But not only that, it's the first Ghost Fairy type. So the Ghost Fairy has been hyped up ever since the 6th generation. So now we have our Ghost Fairy, and the design, the lore, everything about Mimikyu, perfect. Just absolutely perfect. I did a 10-minute video just talking about Mimikyu design and going through all of Mimikyu art and stuff. And that's just like how great this Pokemon is. Now, also finding out about the decoy ability, it's as sad as it is awesome. And just, I don't know, there's something slightly twisted about it. There's something, the whole design aesthetic. I love how it's like a broken Pikachu and it's like all scriggly and scraggly and stuff. But then, like, when the decoy gets hit and it falls over, it made me cry. Like, I got tears in my eyes. And then, like, there's so much backstory and so much lore and stuff behind it where it's like, Mimikyu just wants to be loved, and there's so much heartwarming art about it. There's so much heartwarming story. It just wants to be popular like Pikachu. It just wants to be loved like Pikachu. And even then, the design, when I first saw it, I'm like, please let this be designed, because I saw like the decoy or the disguise ability. I was wondering if it would actually copy the opponents. No, it's supposed to look like Pikachu. It's supposed to be like a scraggly little ragdoll Pikachu that has all these drawn markings on it, and it's a ghost type. I think that that's what adds to it. You know, it's a ghost type, so it's not only just straightforward as a design, but it's eerie. It's got those little feels of a ghost type Pokemon, and then a lot of mystery around it as well. I need this Pokemon on my team. I need to make it work. The stats are hopefully solid enough, and yeah, it's perfect. So that's what I like. You know, the Alola region has me won over so far for the Pokemon designs. It's not terrible like the 5th generation. I love the 6th generation as well. So I mean, we're looking very hopeful. There are a couple Pokemon that not too much of a fan of, and I'll maybe do like a top 5 worst, because that's really all I have. That top 5 is kind of it. Oh, also, I'll do an honorable mention, because I freaking love Slandit. Slandit is really cool as well. It's a Salamander Bandit. We got Bandit Lizard, and it's a pretty mischievous looking, silly Pokemon, you know? It kind of has the feel of like those, bandits. It has a feel of bandits from the Mario series as well. You know, so he's up to something. Got a fire poison typing, which is pretty cool. And look at that. Has like the greatest smirk of all time. Let's get that side view back in the picture. I mean, that is brutal right there, but it's also amazing. So I think this Pokemon is also really cool and just everything about it. So yeah, the Alola region has me right now. All sorts of great Pokemon, all sorts of really cool designs, and overall, not really too many complaints. And I'm only looking forward to it the more and more information that we get. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.